Hey everyone, and welcome. Our whole channel is dedicated to exploring the incredible miracles of the Quran. So if you love this topic as much as we do, please go ahead and subscribe. Today, we're jumping right into something truly amazing, a hidden phonetic miracle inside the one chapter we all recite every single day, Surah Al-Fatiha. So let me ask you, have you ever actually stopped and thought about how many times you recite Al-Fatihah? I mean, when you really add up all the daily prayers, the Fard, then the Sunnah, the number is just staggering. Seriously, over an average lifetime, you could easily recite it more than 500,000 times. And that brings up a really fascinating question, right? How is it possible to repeat something, anything, 500,000 times and not get tired of it? You can hear it from the same qari, from a dozen different qaris over and over again, and somehow it never loses its power, its comfort. Well, the answer seems to lie in a dazzling, almost unbelievable, phonetic miracle. Okay, so the first clue to this whole mystery is hiding in plain sight, or actually, it's hiding in plain sound. It's all about how each verse ends. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Just listen to the final sound of each verse. Al-Alamin, Ar-Rahim, Nasta'in, Al-Mustaqim, Al-Dallin. You hear that? Every single verse ends with that same resonant humming sound. And it's created by one of just two letters, the Meem or the Noon. This is no accident. In the science of Tajweed, this specific phonetic quality has a name, Al-Ghunnah. It's this beautiful, resonant sound that comes from the nasal passage. You know that gentle or sound you can kind of hold and stretch out? That's it. That's the sound that gives words like Rahim and Alamin that soft, satisfying feeling. And here's why that's so important. This sound was chosen for a reason. It's what's called an intermediate sound. It's not harsh or sharp, but it's not weak or breathy either. It's the perfect phonetic match for the spiritual state you're supposed to be in when you're standing before God, a state of complete humility, of reverence, of awe. It creates this incredible psychological flow, both for you when you're reciting it and for anyone who's listening. Okay, that alone is just brilliant sound engineering. But the miracle actually goes even deeper. It's not just about the sounds that are in the surah, it's also about the letters that were left out completely. Believe it or not, out of all 28 letters in the Arabic alphabet, there are exactly 7 letters that do not appear, not even one time in the entire Surah Al-Fatiha. And here they are, the letters Jim, Tha, Kha, Zai, Shin, Dhad, and Fa. They are totally absent from the chapter. Now, looking at them, you might just think, okay, that's a random list of letters. But is it really random? Or is there a profound, hidden reason why these specific 7 letters were omitted? What could they possibly have in common? This is where scholars like Imam Al-Fakhr al-Razi had this incredible insight. They noticed that these 7 letters are very often found in words that are linked to harshness, to hardship, to punishment. Think about it. The letter Jim starts the word for hell, Jahannam. Kha starts the word for disgrace, khizi. Zai is in the word zafir, which is that terrible sound of the exhalation of the hellfire. And you find this pattern across all 7 of these missing letters. So let's put the 2 pieces of the puzzle together. You have the very intentional inclusion of these gentle, resonant sounds, and then you have the very deliberate exclusion of these harsh-sounding letters. What do you get? You get a masterclass in design. You get what you can only call an architecture of hope. So it's this brilliant 2-part phonetic strategy. On one hand, you include the gentle, flowing Ghunnah sound at the end of every single verse to put you in a state of reverence. And on the other hand, you remove every single letter that has even a remote connection to negativity or punishment. And the result? It's a sonic environment that is completely scrubbed clean of anything harsh. The entire chapter is literally engineered from a sound perspective to be a conversation of pure hope, of mercy, and of begging God for guidance, which perfectly reflects the spiritual state we need when we stand for prayer. It really is, just like the source material says, a dazzling phonetic miracle. It's just wondrous sound engineering. And this, right here, helps explain why, even after repeating it 500,000 times, it still feels so fresh, so comforting, and so incredibly profound every single time. And that just leaves us with one final mind-blowing thought. If this level of unbelievable detail and phonetic architecture exists in just one short chapter, the one we repeat every single day, what other miracles of sound, structure, and meaning are just waiting for us to discover in the rest of the Quran?